Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it's time for my lifter Michelle's training vlog, and we are at workouts 5 and 6 for the week. So for those who are unaware, we have gone over from powerlifting to now preparing for bikini and figure competitions. She's about 6 months out right now, a little over that. And so we're going to start cutting harder here soon, but we're at the moment just recompositioning. She's been getting leaner, getting bigger, regaining muscle off the old muscle memory. Obviously, she's getting pretty jacked at this point. So what we do on this final 2 days, because she runs a 6-day upper-lower split, so 3 uppers, 3 lowers, we do everything 12 plus reps at this point. Okay, we go over to a lot more isolation work, more machine work, cables, the further we get into the week. So we start the week off, with as low as 5 to 6 reps on some barbell movements with some 10s, with our classic barbell lifts, and then we rotate more towards that throughout the week. So again, it is in a way a little bit of almost undulating periodization through the week, but it's not really periodization. But the same concept is undulating periodization. So what we have for the upper day here, we start off with incline dumbbell presses, and we've been PRing pretty much every week on all this stuff. Then we do lat pull downs behind it, right? We do pull-ups earlier in the week, but as we get into this, we don't do pull-ups the third day. We go to lat pull downs, okay? So again, finishing the chest off, making sure we're hitting all those angles. Yes, in her case, because we do need more chest development for what we are doing, we do incline, flat, and decline throughout the week. So we do all of those things. We get over to more isolation work a little bit here though. So we do incline dumbbell, then we go to a cable fly. Keeping in mind, she's doing heavy, flat, and decline barbell on the first day of the week. So again, we just kind of shift that emphasis as we go. Same thing with the back. We rely heavily on pull-ups and rows early in the week. Of course, she does sets of 12 on full range of motion pull-ups. But here we do lat pull downs, and then we do, at the moment, I have her doing these because they really hit those trap rear delt tie-ins and everything that we want. So we do very, very high reps here, like 12 to 15 rep range on an incline dumbbell row. And notice what she does on these, that stretch at the bottom. We're trying to make sure we stretch all of that area, and then we turn the pinkies out a little bit more to make sure that we are working that area hard. Again, keeping in mind, these are more finesse movements. These are refinement movements that we are using to hit certain angles and heads of these muscles to finish them out. They are not our main builders, okay? So again, we need to be clear, like for her chest and stuff earlier in the week, we do barbell, big barbell stuff, right? Her back, we do rows, we do lots of pull-ups, right? All right. We get over then to our shoulder work. So we make sure that we hit at least one isolation for most of these major muscles on this day. And again, if it doesn't seem like enough arm and shoulder work, keeping in mind we are doing isolation for those throughout the week. So again, this is our third type of curl and third type of tricep direct exercise we do. All right. And we may eventually take her over to a body part split, but right now this is the volumes that we run. Again, context, she lives like a pro athlete. Okay, she sleeps a minimum of 8 hours a night, daily saunas, daily massage, hot baths, Epsom salt baths, no junk food. She eats very large amounts of protein, daily cardio and conditioning. So we get away with a lot of things, right? Her whole lifestyle is optimized. All right, so we do lateral raises on this day, then we do incline curls, right? We do incline curls here. So again, stretch position movement to finish the biceps at the end of the week. Of course, we do barbell work and other dumbbell work throughout the week, but I like to finish with an incline curl, mainly because, again, we get that lengthened position, that stretch position. Then, of course, we finish up because we really need to make sure we're hitting her tricep long head is an area we need to continue to bring up. She has a powerlifting background, so she has very, very strong lateral triceps. You guys have seen her bench lockout. She doesn't ever stick at a lockout when we were powerlifting, right? She was crazy strong at JM presses, but that also tends to build the lateral head more. We need to work that long head, the one down near the armpit. So again, we're making sure we're getting these lengthened position exercises to get that stretch in that area, right? We do that. Of course, we do press downs and stuff earlier in the week also, which also work that area very well. But here again, notice a lot of these exercises on this final day are very geared towards certain parts of the range of motion. A lot of them are very geared towards stretch positions. Notice again the dumbbell incline, very stretch position oriented, right? Very stretch position. Same thing with the rowing we do there. Same thing with these movements for the arms. And then, of course, she finishes up here with some rear delt flies, right? So this would be a rear delt fly or a reverse cable fly would be a term that some people use for this, done on a cable crossover, right? Again, finishing off the posterior deltoid. Because again, in this case, because we are going into physique competition, we are trying to bring out, certain heads, every plane of these muscles, right? Finishing touches. All right, we get over to the lower body day, hack squats. We love hack squats. We love leg presses. We love these deep range of motion movements. Keeping in mind, we do heavy squats earlier in the week on our first leg day. So as we get further into the week, we really want to emphasize these movements. And plus, because we need more quad, I'm wanting to de-emphasize the leg extensions for her, and I'm wanting to get more of these type of movements in to where, again, the lower quads are being worked more and a little less emphasis or concern for the rectus femoris. Because again, we're noticing that area has developed well for her and the quads need to continue to come up. And they have, like some of the angles we have here, you guys can see the quads have really come up. They're getting thicker, right? They are getting thicker as we continue to make progress. All right, we go over to a hip thrust machine. I like glute bridges and hip thrusts for some of my people. I've had her do them a really long time. She responds well to them. She likes them. She's strong at them. So we do them. I rotate this sort of stuff in and out for myself. I have some lifters who never do it. Of course, you guys saw me doing glute bridges this week, so it's obvious I do like these movements. That's come up. I've had people say, well, I don't see many of your people doing, but Michelle does, until they see me do glute bridges. It's like, oh, coach, glute bridges, 600 plus pounds for reps. It's like, yep. They have their place, keeping in mind, though, they are shortened position exercises, so a little bit different than some of the lengthened position things we do. But in her case, we need as much glute development as possible. We get all those deep squats and other movements, right? We get those lengthened positions for the glutes. So adding in a serious movement in the shortened position, particularly for something as important as the glutes, for women's physique type competitors, it's a real good idea. All right. Up next, isolateral leg presses. So again, we do one leg at a time on these on the leg press. We do two-legged on some of this throughout the week earlier sometimes, depending on which block we're in. Again, we rotate through these things. So this is the end of her block. So people who check the Facebook, by the way, if depending on which platform you're watching this on, we put up progress pics, and you can see her non-flex progress pics with no flex, no pump, just so that we can assess. And we're going to do that at the end of each block. We'll put those up, and then people can kind of assess and see where she's at. But she's looking good. We're really happy with the way things are going. We do have to start getting much leaner coming up, but she has been recompositioning actually pretty well, right? Waistline's trimmer, everything is tightening up, but she's getting stacked. All right, after that, then of course we do standing calf raises. We hit all those PRs on the barbell one, but she decided today, look, let's just do them on a machine. She can do the machine one. She's at a gym that has a machine over here. So we'll finish them up there. And then, of course, we do seated. Keeping in mind, we do both standing and seated calf raises on every single one of her lower body days. Because, again, bikini and figure type competitions, we need calves. Calves can make or break you. They're kind of a big deal. So again, we're wanting to make sure that we hit that because we neglected her calves for years while powerlifting. Well, now we need to make sure everything is balanced. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.